We're live.
Hey,
We're live.
Hi, fans of high quality live chats. I'm with Roberts on my turntable.
Hey,
Glenn
guys.
Away from the basement, and Sam St. John. And we are going to rank the songs on 1971's Who's Next, and together with Led Zeppelin 4 and 1971's Sparks. You guys didn't know that, did you?
I didn't know that.
So let's start this. What we'll do is we'll do 3 songs at a time until we get into the top 10 or 11. So Robert, you go first with
thank you.
Your
Thank
bottom
you.
3 songs.
So what everybody
Thank you.
needs to understand before we get going, if there's any newcomers to this deal, is that we are taking 2 albums and basically making them one, and then making our own kind of album with all the songs included, and it's kind of a ranking.
And at the end, we all have to say which of the 2 albums is the best. One of them has to be better than the other.
Perfect.
Yeah. So go ahead.
And you're making me start first.
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't be wrong. Yeah, don't be wrong.
Yeah, don't be wrong. So I was listening to this one quite a bit, and I've got this one here and a CD copy of Zeppelin 4. And I've got to say, this was a super hard challenge to pick 17 songs and rank them for sure. But my 7th, and I changed it this morning. I had a list all made out and I changed it this morning. So my 17 from Who's Next, Love Ain't for Keepin'. Again, I want to premise that none of these songs are bad songs in my opinion, but something's got to be lower, something's got to be higher. I love it starts off with a bit of a magic bus sound on the riff, but it doesn't really go anywhere after that. It just kind of stays the same. So that's my number 17. My number 16 is Going to California from Zep 4.
Wow.
Nice little slow track, but again, it does something that doesn't really go anywhere. But I love the beautiful playing in it. It's just amazing. And my number 15, The Song Is Over from Who's Next. Starts off slow. Pete's voice is fantastic. Then it kicks in and Roger takes over. It's just a great track. So Love Ain't for Keepin', Going to California, and the song is over.
Cool.
Those are my tracks.
And I just want to say hello to anybody that's in the chat. After we do this ranking, if you have any questions, we'll stick around for a bit. But
if you want to tell Robert he's wrong, that's fine.
So I'll
be nice.
Next.
Be nice. Be nice.
I'm always nice.
My number 17 is 4 Sticks. I like it, but yeah, it's my least favorite out of all of the songs. It's I think it's the weakest track on Led Zeppelin. Number 16 is Going Mobile, which I really like a lot. The only thing I don't care for is that synthesizer. It's early in the days of synthesizer, and it just it's a little annoying. But Pete Townsend, one thing I have to say about Pete Townsend is I never realized when I was younger how much he sings on Who songs, even sharing the vocals.
I love it.
Yeah.
And he was an awesome singer.
Yeah.
Like really nice vocal.
He was always self-conscious about it too.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I like the part in that song where it goes, don't care about pollution. I'm an air-conditioned gypsy. I love that part in that song.
It's cool.
Yeah.
So none of these are bad songs. Let me get that out of the way. Number 15 is The Battle of Evermore with Sandy Denny. Really, really nice song. I know, Glenn. But, all the songs are great.
I don't know what to say.
I had that a little higher.
Speechless.
Just don't say.
I'm without
Sam,
speech.
your
Sam, I'm without speech.
Without speech. I'm without speech. Some Seinfeld there. Number 17 for me. You did say for me to go ahead, right?
Yep.
Okay. 17 for me is the John Entwistle track, My Wife. John was a great singer. And I know he did some solo stuff outside of the Who. I've never really gotten into it.
Smash Your Head Against the Wall. Pretty good album.
I need to check him out. Probably the most talented musician out of the Who. I mean, he played the horns and everything in between. But it's just not my favorite. It's my least favorite on both albums. Definitely my least favorite on Who's Next. So that's 17 for me. Actually, my first 3 are all from Who's Next. 16 is Love Ain't for Keeping. I do like how it kind of starts. It sounds like it's almost like in the middle of a song with Roger's voice. Just it's already way up here when he starts, and it's just not one that sticks with me too long. And then number 15 is Getting in Tune from Who's Next. I think maybe the song. I mean, it's a good song, but I think the line of I'm getting in tune and I'm gonna tune right in on you. I don't know. It's never really sat with me the same as other Who tracks, and I love the Who. I have a Who shirt, but it's not on me at this moment. But those are my first 3. They're all from Who's Next, which I didn't plan, but that's just how they crumbled.
Speechless, Glenn.
Okay, you ready for how the list is actually supposed to be?
Please.
Now, Glenn with the correct order.
Yeah. Okay, Sam is a genius. My Wife is number 17.
Hey.
Yeah. It has to be. Again, Sam said it. John Entwistle's an incredible musician, probably the best musically talented guy in the band. And number 16, Misty Mountain Hop.
Wow.
Ooh,
wow.
Number 15, as Larry said, 4 Sticks.
Mm-hmm. Close for sure.
Okay. Robert, we're all in shock.
We should do these on
We're all in shock.
We should do these on chalkboards.
Yeah. Number 14 for me, Battle of Evermore.
Wow.
Great mandolin. I love the mandolin on that one. And again, great vocals by Sandy Denny. Song about Celtic Wars. Almost psychedelic track at some point, but that's my number 14. My number 13 is 4 Sticks. Actually, Bonham was playing with 4 Sticks on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy riffs. I love the vocals in it. Doesn't let you rest, this song for sure. And my number 12 was My Wife.
Wow.
Rockin' track. Had it lower at first, but then I raised it this morning because I loved it. I love the piano in it. Horns as well in there. It's just great track. So that was my number 12.
Okay, my number 14 is Getting in Tune. Good song. Number 13, I love this song. So all of these, even 4 Sticks I love. But number 13, Love Ain't for Keeping. Love it. Short and sweet. And number 12 is Going to California. It's a little overplayed. I think I loved it more, but hearing it on the radio so much, it's kind of gone down in my rankings, which really, I've said this before, it really shouldn't, just because it's overplayed, but I'm putting it anyway. So number 12, Going to California. Great vocals by Roger on that.
I was gonna say Going to California. That's not played here in the States.
Really?
On the radio? No,
I don't know. I don't listen to the radio, so I couldn't tell you what's over.
I don't either, but I mean, I remember when I was listening to classic rock radio, in middle school when I was 14 years old, and just getting into the heavy stuff like Guns N' Roses and that sort of thing. Like that, Going to California was one I never knew of until I actually bought the album. But
great track though, really good track.
So number 14 for me, I think y'all have mentioned it. 4 Sticks. It's kind of got that jangly almost outro, like with the guitar just sounds kind of jangly. I thought that's just how I kind of listened to it again today. I listened to it several times, trying to make sure that that's where I wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
13 is Going Mobile. Again, a great Pete track. I love his vocals on it. It fits into the whole Lighthouse project. I think this was one of the earlier songs that he had written for the project before it was kind of canceled, and then the scraps are put together. And our viewers can look up Lighthouse if they don't know about it, but it's kind of foretelling of today's world.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love the fact that he says mobile in itself is great, very British. And here's the for me, I guess the reason y'all picked Going to California, this is a song here that's played constantly, and it's probably why it's so low for me. And that's Rock and Roll by Zeppelin. Killer track. I mean, it's one that Robert Plant still does. I mean, I know he kind of avoids his Zeppelin past to an extent, but he does this in varying versions. And it's, I mean, like I said, it's a killer track. It's great to see them do it live. They did it in 2007 when they reunited, but it's a little overdone for me. There's something, obviously, later on in my list, I'm going to have some that are more overdone, but one of them kind of had to go toward the back, and this is the one.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll do 11, 10, and 9, and then we'll do separate ones.
Okay.
After that.
Okay. So this is number 14 to start with?
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, 4 sticks. Now we've all unanimously eliminated 4 sticks.
That's what we are.
First song that all 4 of us had ranked.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. So my number 14 is Going Mobile. The second song to get all ranked.
It's gone.
No,
it isn't.
No, it's
Robert
not.
Hasn't got it yet.
No.
I lied.
No.
Okay, and my number 13, Getting in Tune.
Okay.
And my number 12, When the Levee Breaks.
Oh,
Glenn. That's a surprising one. Okay.
So these next ones I haven't. Oh, is it my turn now?
That's your turn.
Yeah. So these
11, 10, 9.
Yeah, these last ones I haven't changed. I changed the ones I just talked about, but number 11 is Getting in Tune.
Wow, good ranking.
I love how the song builds. Roger's vocals are so good on this one. Bass runs, just amazing track. My number 10, Going Mobile. Like Pete's vocals again, so good. I love the beep beep. And number 9's Rock and Roll. Just a great rock and roll track. Heavy drumming by Bonham. Just a great rock and roll song. Just a great rock and roll song.
My number 11 is Won't Get Fooled Again.
Oh,
wow.
I'm just joking. Man, I thought you were going to have a heart attack.
No, nothing. No, I figured that's where it'd be.
No way. No. Number 11 is The Song Is Over. And once again, Pete Townsend, when he sings, Our Love Is Over, It's All Behind Me, just his vocals are just so sweet and a real contrast to Rogers. So I love that song. Number 10, I guess I love it more than you guys do, is My Wife. I love the humor of it. Even back when the album came out and I was young, I got the humor of it, and I just think it's a really funny song, really well sung, and great music too.
It's got great horns, yeah.
Yeah.
I almost think it's the only song that doesn't fit on the album.
Really? Huh.
If that song was removed and another Who song was put in, I'd be quite happy.
And number 9, which is probably going to be way up higher on your rankings, is Black Dog.
Oh, definitely.
That's your number 9?
Yep.
You're a genius, Larry. You're a genius.
I wasn't too far off on that one.
Okay, we'll do one at a time now.
Okay, so my number 8 is
I didn't do my...
Oh, sorry. You didn't. I'm sorry. I apologize, Glenn. I apologize.
Did Sam do it? Did you?
I haven't gone yet either.
Yes,
oh, sorry.
You guys.
Sam.
It's the Larry and Robert show.
Glenn, we'll move over to your channel. and do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about us. We're just watching you guys.
We're just the peanut gallery.
Oh, and it starts.
So it's number 11, right?
Yep, 11, 10, and 9.
11 to 9. So 11 for me is Misty Mountain Hop. I love kind of like the organ intro, the down, down, down. I think it's great music in it. And then the vocals, the rhythm, the da 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 da. It's great singing by Robert Plant.
Yeah.
Number 10, I think most everybody's mentioned it, if not everybody. The Battle of Evermore. It's a little too fantasy, I guess, for me. A little too, I don't know, medieval. But I love the mandolin. It's killer music, and I know on the remix there's an instrumental version of it which sounds really cool, where you can really just hear the acoustic nature of it, and just great vocals as well from both. And number 9 is When the Levee Breaks. Great. I love the harmonica on it. I get Robert Plant playing a mean harmonica, just that slow. They're not in any rush to get to the start of the song. Just killer. And I can imagine hearing it live and hearing Bonham just fill the performance halls with his drums. That'd have been killer.
Great harmonica in that one.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 11 is Love Ain't for Keeping. I think I'm the last one to throw that in there. So that's we're unanimous on that one now. Number 10, The Song Is Over. Beautiful song. But something has to be number 10. And number 9, Black Dog. Sam, you're a genius again.
You got another one right, Sam. Okay. So one at a time now. Number 8 for me. No one knows what it's like to be the sad man behind crossed eyes.
Crossed eyes.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
And I love the fast bit in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Who chords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Number 8.
My number 8 is Black Dog. I just love love how the vocals and the guitars shine off, the drums shine off each other. In your face track as well. I just love it.
Really cool intro to it.
Yeah. That's my number 8.
Number 8 for me is The Song Is Over. Again, I love Townsend, and I always love hearing also if he ever does, like whenever he releases demos of his tracks, I always love to hear it. And I love The Song Is Over because it mentions the track Pure and Easy, which didn't make the album, which is I wish would have been on the album.
Yeah, I was going to say that actually. Yeah.
But Pure and Easy is on his first solo album.
Yeah. And so it's just a great song. I love Pete Townsend. He's right up there with me for one of my favorite.
Oh yeah, amazing. Yeah. My number 8 is Rock and Roll.
Great track.
Great track. Oh, I love it. Fantastic.
Great stuff.
Great driving tune. These are both great driving albums. You're in the car.
Yes, they are. You up, Larry? Or me?
No, you are.
Robert. Yeah.
Number 7, Misty Mountain Hop. I love the swagger in his vocals. Just love it. It's almost got a bit of a 60s feel to it at first. Weird lyrics, weird tones. And it's a great track. Misty Mountain Hop.
Yeah. My number 7 is When the Levee Breaks. Actually, I appreciate this song more than I did when I was younger. And I love the way that Jimmy produced it too, with the, especially near the end and everything. And of course, John Bonham's drums are just awesome. So number 7, When the Levee Breaks.
And it's one of those old traditional songs that they bring back to life. Number 7 for me is Black Dog. One of the best openings in rock and roll, I would say. And was a Zeppelin staple. And again, it's another one of those that Robert Plant still hangs on to in his live sets. And I love like that loop in the beginning, how it just kind of like fast forwards and then just stops. And it's a perfect song. It's got Zeppelin all over it. I mean, it's perfectly Zeppelin.
My number 7, a song that no one's mentioned yet. I guess it's got to be coming soon. Bargain.
Awesome song. Awesome song.
That's
okay.
it.
That's it.
That's all I gotta say.
Short and
Glenn,
sweet.
you don't just say the song and then move on to the other person.
I love the drumming in Bargain. That's probably one of the best.
Yeah, it is. Keith Moon
Moon parts.
fire on
I love
that
the
album.
bagpipes in it.
Yeah.
My turn now. My number 6, Behind Blue Eyes. I didn't want to step ahead of him in there. Awesome song, and Keith Moon just shines on this one too. I mean, he's all over the place, but he's definitely a great drummer on this one.
Yeah.
But that's my number 6 on that one.
He was such a unique drummer because he never really kept a beat.
No, that's what
he
it
just did fills all, but it fit the Who's music, right?
Exactly.
Bonham kind of the same thing. He just kind of filled in.
Yeah.
My number 6 is Misty Mountain Hop. I've always loved it. I love it's so catchy, like the music, the very beginning of it.
Yeah.
The hippie kind of lyrics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The time, I guess. Yeah. Number 6, Misty Mountain Hop.
Number six for me is Going to California. It's a beautiful song. The Robert's voice going really high up at the end, throw me a line and I might be sinking. It's so good. And it's a beautiful song. I love to hear the music on it. And again, it's another one of those, I think there's a bonus track on this where it's just the music, and I could hear that all day long. I could hear John Paul Jones and Jimmy Page play acoustic instruments all day. So that's why it's so high.
Sam, you're a genius once again. Going to California. You're exactly right. You can tell the difference in taste when it comes to the acoustic stuff between me and Sam and Robert and Larry. Like, you guys are way more electric focused than when it comes to guitars and stuff than Sam and I.
Yeah.
Robert and I like to rock.
I think our first attraction is to the acoustic instruments.
Yes,
indeed.
Yeah, and Going to California is an amazing, amazing song. I absolutely love it.
Not a bad track on any of these albums.
No,
track on any of these albums.
No, we're not slamming any of these songs.
No.
We just got to rank them. Someone's got to be last.
Okay, my number 5.
Yep.
Bargain. Hits you right in the face immediately. Drums are all over the place. Everyone's kicking into high gear. Daltrey vocals, the guitars, just amazing song.
Yeah.
And when he sings that high note, that Best We Never Had, it's just killer stuff. Yeah.
Number 5 for me is Rock and Roll, but I will say the live version on The Song Remains the Same. The first time I heard that version, I didn't like it, but over time, I love the live version more than the studio version, because after you get used to the live version, you go back to the studio and it almost seems slow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
but it's awesome, of course.
Yeah,
I might be the only. Am I the only one throwing it off course a little bit? Am I the only one who is not a big fan of Song Remain the movie? What is it called?
Oh, the movie was
not the movie, but the sound, just the versions of the songs.
Well, the remastered versions are much better.
Yeah. I like the other live set is much better.
Yeah, it is better. Yeah.
What's it called now?
Yeah.
They conquered what was it? What's that album called?
Oh,
I'm not sure offhand.
How the West was won.
How the West was won.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Zeppelin.
And 3 CDs.
Yeah.
That's one I don't have. No. Larry just went, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. So my number 5, I'm matching with Robert. It's Bargain. I've always loved this song. I love the chords in it are fantastic. It's kind of an open sound to it. And like Robert was saying, where Roger Daltrey sings, the best I ever had. And then you have Pete comes in on the bridge.
Mhm.
I sit looking around, I check for my face in the mirror. That whole is great. And actually, this is one I knew the acoustic version with just Pete before I knew the Who's version. And I love that. I love that version. It's just it's fantastic. So
yeah, the two together are just the best.
Yeah, and
Their
they're
vocals.
still doing it. They're about to go on tour again with an orchestra.
Yeah.
My number 5 is Spirits, Taurus.
What?
Stairway to
I
Heaven.
got it. Oh, you mean the original Stairway to
The
Heaven?
original Stairway to Heaven by Spirit. No, it's Stairway to Heaven. And I'm not taking anything away for it. I'm not saying it's overplayed and a lot of people do, but I think it's one of the most incredible songs ever written. And I could listen to it a million frickin' times. I never get sick of it. So,
like overall, if a song is overplayed, it's not the song's fault. That's the way I look at it.
No.
It shouldn't take away from it being a great song.
Yeah.
I compare Stairway to like on the same caliber as like Hotel California.
Yeah.
I would hear Stairway a million times more over Hotel California.
Yeah, it's just incredible. Lyrically, musically, the way it builds. Jimmy Page's lead break is awesome, and Plant's vocals. It's almost like the perfect song.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I always compare other bands now with their Stairway to Heaven, like Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody and Eagles. Hotel California. They've all got that Stairway to Heaven type of track, but the classic is definitely Stairway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whose turn?
It's
Robert's number 4.
Okay, When the Levee Breaks.
Wow.
The harmonica in this, the opening harmonica, is just killer stuff.
It is
haunting track as well. I love the vocals against the bass track, and you can hear the harmonica throughout the song as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just a killer track. It should have been higher, but I had to put a couple of songs after this one. But
when I hear that song, I think it would fit Physical Graffiti more than it would fit Led Zeppelin 4. It's kind of got that first side of Physical Graffiti. It could almost fit in there within My Time of Dying and those songs.
We should do one of these on physical graffiti versus some other album.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's
that versus the 4 tracks on Animals by Pink Floyd.
Glenn and I aren't fans of.
We're not Animals fans.
You're not Animals. Yeah,
We don't like
they would
Animals.
all those tracks would just be the last 4 tracks on the list.
Wow.
My number 4 is Bargain, and once again, Pete Townsend. I love when he's singing "I Know I'm Worth Nothing Without You," his vocals, and of course, as we've mentioned, Keith Moon's drumming is just that. That was the pinnacle of his career on that album. For studio work.
Yeah, for sure.
So number 4, Bargain. The top 3.
Yeah.
No, number 4 from
Number 4.
Larry doesn't want us to participate.
I'm getting all excited.
me and Glenn, man. We're not getting them.
No respect.
No respect.
Rodney Dangerfield. No respect. Yeah, I
Robert,
met this
what's your
girl.
number
She told
3?
me to come over.
What's my number 3? Oh, my number 3 is
Rodney
now.
Dangerfield's classic.
No respect.
Girl, she told me to come over. There was nobody home. I went over and there was nobody home.
My number 4 is Behind Blue Eyes. Again, another half acoustic, half electric track, and the acoustic part is fully acoustic, and the electric part is just driving guitar. The second half. I love to play it on guitar. It sounds good acoustic and electric. I've heard Pete do it like solo by himself, like acoustic guitar. Killer vocals by Daltrey, and you're kind of waiting for Keith to come in, and when he finally does, he's just all over.
Yeah,
and it's just a killer track. I love it.
This was the hardest thing for me, ranking the top 4. I've never had a problem ranking. Like, usually my favorites just fall in right away.
Tough.
Oh my God, I love all the 4 songs that are remaining. Could all be number 1. Like, I just am passionate about every one of these songs. But number 4 is Battle of Evermore. That's my favorite song on Zeppelin 4.
Wow.
I love the mandolin. Sandy Denny is one of the great female vocalists of all time and delivers an incredible performance. Her and Plant sing great together. I like the old kind of lyrics, and it's very. Robert Plant grew up with British folk music and early rock and roll, and his influence and the love of that music. And him and Paige both had a big love for traditional British folk music, and this song is probably the shining example of it, I think.
Yeah.
But the mandolin just stands out so well to me. Beautiful.
And their voices are so similar that they meld.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. These next 3 are definitely overplayed, but I didn't choose them that way for that reason. But number 3, Bob O'Reilly from Who's Next. Cool opening with the synthesizer. Classic track, heavy and powerful vocals by Roger. A lot going on. There's cool bass runs going on through that thing. There's some strings in it as well. And it's a great way to end the album for sure. But that was my number 3. Bob O'Reilly.
Cool. My number 3. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's behind a stairway to heaven. Thank you. Where'd everybody go? Yeah, Stairway to Heaven. It's it's a classic. It never has been one of my favorite Led Zeppelin. Like, it wouldn't be even in my top 10 for Led Zeppelin songs, but still, it's a great song. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I matched with Larry on this one. Stairway to Heaven, number 3. Yeah, I mean, it's hard, even though it is, on the radio all the time. It's a killer track. It's like a whole suite of music, and just the instrumentation is just unbelievable. And there's final notes of Robert Plant just singing a cappella. It's very haunting and a lot of imagery, and it's a perfect song, perfect classic rock song.
Excuse me.
My number 3, one of the great opening tracks of all time, and I think when you compare these 2 albums for openers, Bubba O'Reilly blows Black Dog Away as an opening song. Probably in the top, I would say it would have to be in the top 5 opening tracks of all time for an album. Yeah. Bubba O'Reilly, number 3.
We should do that in a chat sometime.
That would be good.
Rank
our top
10,
openers.
Like one band each, so it can't be like 3 or 4 Beatles songs. But 10 of them.
That'd make a really interesting video. Yeah, I mean, the opening
and it was
track
my idea too, right, Clem?
It is. Opening track of a song is just so important to an album.
Yeah, and
that is just classic.
So sorry, one comment here. David Carr, Battle, John and Paul's solo work. So 2 Paul and John solo albums together. That'd be interesting in the future. Okay, your turn, Glenn.
I just went, Larry.
Oh, sorry.
My turn. I'm gonna go with Stairway. And you guys have said it all. There's no reason to. Again, it's just a wonderfully put together song. Every note because you've heard it 1,000 times. But it's not because of that I put it so high. It's just the structure of the song and how it was put together, and that's what they're known for, is the Stairway to Heaven song, for sure. Yeah.
My number 2. There's one thing I don't like about this song. I wish it had been called Teenage Wasteland. It's a much better title. Don't you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's Baba O'Reilly. Like you said, Glenn, like the opening, right? That synthesizer.
Powerful.
It's genius. It's just genius.
Mm-hmm.
And I never get tired of hearing it. I played that song a lot, and
Daltrey's vocals on that are just
and then cool. Pete when he's singing "It's Only Teenage Wasteland." It's great.
Well, I agree. I think Larry and I are going to match up on the last few here. Bob O'Reilly is my number 2, and I love the tag at the end. You know, meet the new boss, same as the old boss. And I'm sure they did not think
That's Won't Get Fooled Again.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
He's not really a Who fan.
Yeah.
I'm not. No, I love the line. Let me take you down because I'm going to Strawberry. Roger Daltrey
That
really
is
knocks
great,
that
yeah.
one out. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just I love how for Bob O'Reilly how like the last minute of it is that violin solo and she just kicks it.
Yeah.
And it's just
and that was pretty original for that time for a rock band to have a electric violin in there.
Yeah. Well, like,
For
yeah,
sure.
I mean, yeah, this is like, you know, around the time that groups like Kansas were starting to appear and that kind of thing. So it's just a killer song. I remember listening to this song the last night before I turned 20 years old. I was, you know, it was like 11 o'clock at night listening to Bob O'Reilly, you know, my last moments as a teenager.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
that's always a good memory of me. It was in my kitchen listening to it. And I would love to hear this live. Like I would love to see them, Pete and Roger. So it's number 2.
They're touring again in the fall, I think.
Yeah, they're not coming close. It's like 3 hours, 4 hours away, and I can't make that drive. I'm going to too many other shows.
Glenn.
Number 2, Behind Blue Eyes. Absolutely love this song. I think lyrically it's Pete Townshend's best song. Musically, maybe not. Well, it's great musically too. I don't. There's probably other songs that I would rank ahead of it musically, but it's lyrically. I just think it's the most amazing lyrics in that song.
It's yeah. You listen to it and it's a sad song. Like he's angry and he's hurt and he's It's a deep song. Deep song.
And so that's my number 2. Always love that song.
Awesome. Okie dokie.
And I have blue eyes.
I see that.
Well, I'm going to go with my number 1.
No one knows what it's like
You are a bad man.
to be the sad man or the bad man behind blue eyes.
Or the Batman.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to get fooled again on that one.
And if I'm
what's
choking,
your number
would you
1,
stick
Robert?
That's my number 1. Won't get fooled again.
Sorry, I just got to interrupt. If I'm choking, would you stick your fingers down my throat?
No.
No, you might bite them.
Would you get me a blanket if I'm cold? Or?
No.
Okay.
Nah, I
All
don't
right.
have enough to spare.
Okay, let's move on.
Again, Won't Get Fooled Again, my number 1 song. Last track on the album. What a way to end the album. Keith Moon just shines on this one. He's just friggin' some of his best work on this song. Great rock and roll track. Everything gels. Just hard and heavy. It's a great track. By
the way, this is everyone's number 1.
No way.
Yeah.
So we should just have an open discussion about Won't Get Fooled Again.
Yeah.
It's Won't Get Fooled Again.
Yeah.
Once again, the intro, just like Baba O'Reilly, it's just pure genius.
Yeah.
And for an opening and closing track on an album, Who's Next might not have any competition.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, it's killer stuff.
And that scream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he does
Greatest
one
recorded
scream, which is
scream
really
ever.
good. And then he's not done because he's got another scream in the.
After that massive Keith Moon solo.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Keith Moon, that wasn't Keith Moon. It was Ringo sitting in, and Ringo did that and he's only got 1 foot.
I did not know that.
That was really hard for him to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
You learn something new on these live chats all the time.
Yes.
Are you fooling me again?
On the drums.
I promised I wouldn't get fooled again. But no, it's funny how he kind of he does emulate Ringo a little bit. I mean, this is about the time they were hanging out and partying and that sort of thing. So I wonder if that had anything to do with it, because it sounds like the end, obviously.
Yeah, but incredible. I never thought about that. It does sort of have that same.
It's the
sound
same,
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
So that's what we might do in a future chat is the top 10 opening songs and the top 10 closing songs. And it can only be Well, I guess you could have like just one band for each of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Who. I mean, obviously, you just said this album
Yeah.
take both of those
Yeah.
spots.
So, finally, of the two albums,
Oh man.
my favorite, if I had to choose, what about you, Robert?
Yeah. Even though this was 4 was my introduction to Led Zeppelin, but once I heard this, it's just yeah.
Sam. Oh wow.
Who's next? No doubt.
If you
Even though
ask,
Even though the last 3, I mean, 17, 16, and 15 were all from Who's Next, it's the stronger album.
it's funny, if you would have asked me this question a week ago, just sitting across the table from each other having a beer, I would have said Led Zeppelin 4, just right off the top of my head. And after I did the ranking, I went, I think I like Who's Next better than Led Zeppelin 4.
Yeah.
So I picked Who's Next too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sam, do you know Led Zeppelin's discography pretty well, or?
I have all their stuff, all their studio stuff, with the exception of Coda.
I love that photo.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean, I don't. Oh yeah, it's great. So I know it to an extent.
Yeah.
I really, up until definitely like the first 5, like through Houses of the Holy, I listened to quite a bit, and then I kind of waned a little bit on my listening.
Oh, you got to listen to Physical Graffiti more.
I probably listened to it twice, and I own it, and I've only listened to it like twice.
Yeah. And Presence is very underrated.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It is. I listened to that for the first time last month.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really good.
So we are done. Let's see here. Venus and Mars versus Walls and Bridges.
Be interesting. Or Imagine versus Ram.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the 3 McCartney albums. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
You all
Randall, you
all got it right.
Got it right. Thank you,
Yeah.
Oh, Randy, ever the politician. Just looking for votes for something.
Or Oprah. You got it right, and you got it right.
Yeah.
Well, it was interesting. The acoustic love. Not that I don't love acoustic music, but you guys really love and it was you ranked those songs higher than Larry and I did, obviously. But again, there's no bad track on either album. They'd stand up against any album out there for sure on that era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For sure.
And we could do at some point top 10 album covers, or maybe a topic for album covers.
And again, probably keep it to one artist apiece, because the Beatles would take away a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Ringo.
We could rank all of the Ringo Starr's solo album songs.
Wow.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a great video?
That'd be a lot of songs.
Should do one of the Google search. A list of all Ringo's solo songs.
I would just hit them at random on whatever list it comes up with.
And how many would I know?
Love Ringo. We're just joking.
No, we love Ringo.
You can
As
rank
a-
all
as
the
a
Keith,
Beatle more
Moon, the
than-
Keith Moon solo stuff from his one album.
Yeah.
I was going to do a video. Edward, I was watching Edward Prog Hat, and he was talking about his 5 favorite prog albums, and he was showing Foxtrot by Genesis.
Yeah.
And he said something that, bing, you get these ideas. He said, this album cover doesn't match the songs in the album.
Oh, it's not a very good album cover.
But I thought that'd be a cool idea for a video, because I've got a lot of albums that had the covers don't match at all what's inside. So we could do something like that as well. Yeah. But I'm thinking of Islands of King Crimson. What is that? You don't know what it is. It doesn't even say King Crimson on it. It's just this blur.
Or even Pet Sounds, for that matter. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That's not a good album cover.
No.
That's a cheesy album cover.
It's
Yeah.
my favorite album, but it's not a good album cover.
Yeah.
But this was fun. I really I was struggling with this one.
Yeah.
A video on musical brothers who hated each other. That would be a long video.
Yeah.
Just name any duo or
At least Sparks wouldn't be in it.
The Everly Brothers and Oasis. That would be
Oasis
the
would be
thing, yeah.
The Kinks.
Yeah, the Kinks,
the Black Crows,
The Black Crow.
Black Crows.
but they're back
Dire
together.
Straits, Mark Knopfler.
Yeah.
CCR.
Oh,
CCR for sure.
yeah. Wow, it's crazy, eh?
Yeah.
How many sibling?
Hey Sam, did you get the music out of your head to do this video last night? You were listening to different music.
I was listening to a lot of different music. Yeah, I didn't re-listen to these albums till today, and then I went back and listened to individual tracks. Robert sent me a bunch of neat tunes I didn't know, and I started listening to Gin Blossoms that he sent me, and I was like, oh well, I haven't even started re-listening to this stuff because I hadn't listened to this album all the way through in probably a couple of years at least. So it had been a while.
Yeah.
Derek Roberts, here's an Elton one. My two favorite Elton John albums. He's asking me.
Man, what a great album.
Yeah, so is Tumbleweed though.
Did you, Glenn? Did you get tickets to McCartney?
I could have had tickets this morning. I have the code for the pre-sale and everything. I went on. You know how much the tickets are for a 65,000 seat stadium? The cheapest seat, $166 US.
Yep.
I think that's outrageous. I said
Wow.
no.
And that's before fees.
That's before it was with fee. I tried to buy 4 tickets for my daughter and my son-in-law, myself and my wife. You know what the bill was with fees and everything for 4 tickets? $1,200.
Oh my God.
And then you got to get
And
the
that was through
t-shirt.
Ticketmaster.
Yeah,
That
the
wasn't a
T-shirt
third-party
for
seller.
$60.
Yeah, so I said, you know what, I'm going to pass on the concert. But I've seen him a couple times. But I'm trying to encourage my daughter and son-in-law to go because how many times are you going to get a chance to see?
I grabbed tickets. I'm in row ZZ.
And
Oh, wow.
how much did you pay?
Oh, so you're seeing ZZ Top.
ZZ Top, yeah. So I'm seeing them. It's a football stadium, and there's behind one of the end zones. There's a lawn which they go on sale Friday for public sale, and so like I'm in like the last section before you get to the lawn, and before fees it was 123.
That's
which is crazy because I saw them back in 15, and it was the flat rate before fees was 95, and I was like kind of on the side of the stage, and I was pretty close to him, and it was like a 15,000 person basketball stadium arena, and then this time I'm spending $25 more face value, and I'm in the very back.
Wow.
You know what I had to pay to see him in 2010? 9 rows back, center stage, nothing.
What?
Yeah, because I did a video for his guitarist Brian Ray. I was in communication with him, and he gave us tickets.
Wow!
And
Oh, nice.
I didn't meet Paul, but I met
Nice.
the band backstage, and it was awesome. Yeah,
I went the first time to see him for free too. I won tickets on the radio. So
yeah.
What year was that? Was that his back in the U.S. tour?
Before then, probably.
Like
I'm going to
89?
say late for early 2000. No, I saw him like maybe in the mid 90s or something. I don't know. I can't recall what years he toured.
I would have thought, Larry, that's because you know Julian Lennon and
No, it's Sean Lennon.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Sean Lennon. He sent
It's
you the
before
tickets.
we became best friends.
Well, you should put a feeler out there. Maybe he can get you tickets or something.
I paid the second time I saw McCartney. I can't remember how much I paid, but it wasn't. Is Ticketmaster increase their fees that dramatically?
Ticketmaster, they give you a disclaimer at the beginning that says ticket fees may change due to fluctuations. Like they don't have they kind of like encourage the fluctuation. But anyway, I don't want to get.
I'm having a hard time with Paul because he's a billionaire 10 times over.
But do you think I don't think he's the one that necessarily sets the.
Well, I know, but maybe I understand when it's at 16,000 seat enclosed arena.
Yeah.
There's not as many seats. It costs a lot of money to put a show on. But when you're in a 65,000 seat stadium, you could have a bit more leeway in ticket prices.
Mm-hmm.
You could have an $80 ticket and a $300 ticket.
The place that I'm seeing him, it's in Wake Forest at the football stadium, and it's 31,000 capacity. But I don't know how much it is for a concert. So it's a smaller venue than that one.
Yeah, this is a big football stadium. They have the Citrus Bowl and everything in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
I thought to myself, Jesus, I could buy a couple of those McCartney box sets and enjoy them for the rest of my life for the same price as buying 2 tickets.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's one thing if you hadn't seen them before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't like main course, but I love Odessa.
People, I don't know. It's like,
Well, I think a lot of it is. Don't forget, there's a lot of people depending on him for a
yeah,
living.
he has to pay a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
So I don't think Paul cares about the money as much
No,
as he
he
probably
doesn't.
wants to make sure that his guys, because
Yeah.
they've been off. Also, if you want to look at it on his side, his guys have been off the road making no money for
Almost
Yeah.
3 years. Yeah.
almost
Yeah,
3
the band
years.
and all
Mhm.
of the
They're
staff.
not rich. Those
And
guys
another
aren't rich.
thing, you got to look at it too is like, supply and demand. I mean, like when I saw Paul again, it was 2015. That's 7 years ago, and now Paul is 7 years older. So
Yeah.
it's not likely he's going to have another tour in 7 years.
No.
Right.
So
Right.
it's like,
Let's hope he is, but
Yeah,
chances are he's not. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, he's going to be 80 in June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, it is because they got to get the supplies and everything, and
Yeah.
food and concessions.
And even the cost of gasoline, they don't even know, with this thing going on in Russia. Not we want to talk politics, but
Oh,
they're
Jesus.
talking about the price
Nah.
of fuel doubling. I mean, if
And
this
they got
gets
the
out of
big
hand,
buses and the airplanes.
yeah, they gotta fly all this stuff and drive this stuff around. So, to a point, I get it, but I'm disappointed it was so much.
Do you want me to email Paul?
Too generous to Paul. We love Paul, so we're not going to slam him.
Yeah, he's 80 years old. I mean,
Yeah.
it could be the last time. You never know. At this point, every tour, you kind of have to look at it like that.
Ringo
Sam,
would be
you-
a better show if he changed the people in the All-Star band every once in a while. It's just like his old buddy, like the same crowd. And they're kind of bored. Like, who wants to see these? Like the guy from Men at Work. Like, isn't there more All-Stars than that? Take
Is
Joe
it-
Walsh with
We
you.
have 4 right here.
Isn't Steve Lukather part of it
Yeah,
as
but
well?
who cares about Steve Lukather anymore?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring
yeah.
back Burden Cummings and Randy Bachman.
I wouldn't go see Steve Lukather if he was playing across the street.
Wow.
Not that I have anything against Steve Lukather. It's just that I don't, it's just really, I don't, he's an all-star?
Yeah, he wasn't even the lead singer of Toto.
Yeah.
Yes, email him.
It's Paul McCartney at hotmail.com.
Watch, these people are going to be sending emails to it. Getting back to the idea of the opening track, what albums would we pick? We'd have to pick ones that we all know, wouldn't we?
It would be up to you, right? It would be your 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I may pick albums that you aren't aware of, and
Well, that's
Doesn't matter.
fine.
you'd have to
Because
go and
we'd
listen to
all
the
learn
albums.
there.
Okay.
No,
Teach
we
us
don't have
things.
to.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
cool.
don't have to know
cool.
what you're picking.
I got
Yeah,
some good
Glenn,
ones.
we could tour with Ringo. We could be in the All-Star band.
Yeah. Larry and I were talking about having another idea too, because we're both listening to Stephen Wilson's podcast where he just picks a year and then he talks about the albums that came out that year and the musicians and what was going on.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
We were saying we could just we'll just send each other an email and say 1973. Pick your top 5 albums from 1973. We don't have
Awesome.
to see them. We'll present them live.
I got a bunch of them.
Yeah. So whatever year we pick, grab albums, your favorite albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chad Kruger.
Oh yeah,
Half the band. What was the band? Yeah, I saw that the first tour. I saw that too.
It was more interesting when he would change some of the
Yeah.
members.
Every year he changed it. It was great.
Yeah.
It'd be great if you could get like Joe Walsh to come back.
Yeah.
Because I mean they're related.
Joe was in the one I saw.
Yeah, the first one with it was 3 members of the band and Clarence Clemens.
My daughter and my son-in-law are going to see the Eagles tomorrow night.
Oh wow.
And I'm trying to figure out who's still is Vince Gill still touring with them now, or
So the deal is, I just read that Deacon Fry, who is Glenn's son, he is out for a good portion of the tour, not the whole thing. So I don't know if they have somebody filling in, but I know, Vince Gill, and then you have Joe Walsh, Timothy Schmidt, and then the regular and the other touring guys. But from what I saw the set list the other night, because they resumed it, Timothy Schmidt was singing "Peaceful Easy Feeling," which Deacon Fry's been singing since his dad died. So you don't even get that aspect of it now. You're still going to pay the same as you would from a McCartney concert. I mean, it's for me. I wish it would be called like Don Henley and Friends. Yeah, or at least bring back like Bernie Ledden or something.
Dead and kind of like Dead and Company. They don't call it the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, exactly. Call it Don Henley and Friends sing the Eagles or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Which I would almost be willing to pay that price, the same price as if it were the Eagles,
Yeah.
if it were Don Henley. But anyway.
But the thing about it, when you see the Eagles live, it's like you close your eyes like listening to a record. They don't play one note different than they play on their records. It's it's not an exciting concert to go to. Musically, it's obviously good. And it's
right.
It just sounds perfect.
You go the one time and you're like, oh, that was great. Yeah. It's not just like they always did. But then you go again, you're like, wait a minute.
You just heard that one. Yeah.
It just sounds like sitting at home listening to a record.
I love the Eagles, but that's why I've never seen them, partly. And they're just so expensive.
I don't listen to them anymore. I've got their box. I've got their first 7 albums. I just don't listen to them anymore.
I just like the Desperado album. The only album I listen to.
I like their White Album.
That's good. I'm glad you like someone's White Album.
Yeah, Joe Walsh does a really good version of Pie.
I'm in my prog mode.
Eagle number 9 on it.
Eagle number 9, yeah.
Eagle number 9. Eagle number 9. Eagle number 9. No, I'm definitely getting to my prog mode right now. So
me too.
Yeah.
You've got to. You don't have any Spirit yet, Robert, do you?
I do.
You do. Okay.
Spirit of 76, Son
and
of Spirit.
For Pretty Things, you have to get Parachute.
I don't have Pretty Things yet. I wrote it down somewhere. I don't know where I wrote it down, but I definitely have to get it.
You don't have any of the early Spirit stuff though. You just got the later stuff. Spirit of 76. I don't even know what that is. And Son of Spirit.
Yeah, that's without Randy California.
Yeah, they're like that. I don't.
No, it's without Jay Ferguson.
They're old. Yeah. They're old. They look old anyway.
They're still pretty good from what I've read.
But you should get the early stuff. I think that box set Larry has is not that expensive, is it?
No.
Bernie Leadon's one of my main influences on learning how to play a banjo. Great musician.
Oh, he is. He is. Although I don't like his album with what's his name, like the Italian guy. I can't remember what it is now.
I don't know that one.
Oh no, I don't like that album either. It's really disappointing. I bought it as soon as it came out, and it's awful.
Yeah.
Randy Meisner had some health problems.
Isn't Randy Meisner passed away?
No, he.
But he did have major health problems.
He had some major health problems. I think he might have a mini stroke, and I know there was a big thing where like his wife accidentally killed herself.
That's right too.
Just a few years ago, and I can't remember.
She was cleaning a gun, I think.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I hate when that happens.
Jesus. Oh Jesus! Look what you're making me do. You're making me.
You're holding the gun this way, right?
Yeah. Let me hold the trigger while I'm looking to see if anything's in it.
Was her name Terry?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one, Glenn. Wish You Were Here versus in the
Not even frigging close. Which one do you guys think I'm picking?
In the Court of the...
Yeah.
But I think he's saying for ranking the songs.
For ranking? I would rank all the King Crimson songs, and then Wish You Were Here would all be the last 5.
It's a good album.
Yeah.
It's a good album.
Flying Burritos. The problem with Tommy is... Tommy
without a question. The Wall is too bloated as a full album.
I like the first half of them.
And you almost can't separate the songs on those albums. They it would be hard to pick one song out of a middle of Tommy and say it's the fourth song or the whole. It's a big concept,
Yeah.
So, when are you going to be home, Glenn?
I should be home Saturday, but that's if everything goes well. Sunday at the latest.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do a live chat on Sunday.
We'll see if I'm awake.
I'm here. Yep.
Yeah.
Time change will really get you, Glenn.
There's no time change.
No time change.
It's just 12 hours of driving for 2 days.
Just weather change.
I'm trying jokes here. I'm trying.
I get it.
Yeah.
Take my wife, please.
Some humor.
U.S. versus Canadian time. Yeah.
So Sam, mention the Rich Strickler videos you're doing with him, and there's a good reason everybody should check out the video I saw today, because I was very disgusted with Sam's number 17 choice for Abbey Road, which I won't say. You got to watch the video, but just mention that in your channel, Sam.
Yeah, so I'm working with a friend of ours. He's been on here several times, Rich Strickler.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday, Rich.
Oh wow!
Happy birthday, Rich.
Yeah.
He's 68 years old.
Wow.
We're going through the Beatles albums in order of how they came out, the UK albums, and he just posted Abbey Road today. We're going to be filming our Let It Be episode tomorrow, and then coming down the line, we'll also do the 2 Passmaster albums as well.
Oh.
But we'll break those up as disc 1 and disc 2 because it's the early and later Beatles, and we have another video lined up. I won't say anything about it yet. That's Beatles related to kind of close that series, and that should be coming once we get the proper parties ready to take place. So,
can I make a comment to you when you're doing just a warning to you when you're doing the past masters? I did this with my nephew Jack. We did it, and stupid me, he only has the past master stereo version. And I just opened up my mono box set and pulled out the Past Masters mono session. And we start doing our ranking, and I'm ranking songs that aren't on. And he's going, where you got that? Where'd you get that song for? Where'd that come from? And I'm going, what? And then we finally figured out that I was using the mono and he was using the stereo. They're totally
That's
different track
interesting.
listings. So be careful.
That's good to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check out Rich Strickler and his channel, and I think he's made a playlist with all of them lined up, so that you can go through it.
Rich is a great guy.
And then
Rich is a great
destroy us in the comments.
Destroy that White Album hater.
Yeah.
White Album, Strawberry Fields.
Glenn, tell us about your channel. And of course, Sam's got a channel too.
I do.
You need to check out.
Yeah. And I have a
Sam
contest
St. John.
going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you? So what's your subs total
I
this morning?
went over 330 today.
330.
Awesome.
Congratulations,
Good for you, man.
You're
Good
gonna
for
you.
you might hit 400.
I'm hoping that I've got, it's been up a week. It'll be a week tomorrow that I posted the contest, and I've got about 23, 24 entries.
Awesome.
So March 17th.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So just go check it out. I'm giving away a $25 Amazon card. All you got to do is show me the last 5 artists that you listen to and talk about it as long as you want to. Just make a video and subscribe.
Awesome.
And let me know that you did it, because I don't want to leave you out.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
My channel is Glenn Calloway from the Basement. I also have a contest going on, which was to get me over the 1,000 threshold, which I did accomplish. I think I've had 42 entries as of now.
Wow.
I almost wish I hadn't have made the contest date so long in advance. I'd like it to end so I could give somebody the money. But there'll still be some coming in, I guess. So I'll have to wait now.
I've seen a couple in the last couple of days. Yeah.
Yeah. So So Glenn Calloway from the Basement. I will be home from Orlando on the weekend, and we'll get back to showing records again. And just talking. I'm going to go over all the stuff I picked up in Orlando, and so I've got a ton of stuff to show. So I'm looking forward to getting home and looking forward to seeing my buddy Larry. I'm coming over to see him on Monday on his birthday and give him a big hug
Wow.
and a gift.
You're the gift, Glenn.
You're the gift. You're the gift. You can have a bow on your head.
Yeah, on my word.
I'll tell my wife that. I'm a gift.
My channel's Robert's on My Turntable. I also have a contest going on. What's the draw is this Saturday, and I think I'm well over 40 applicants as well, or entries in this one as well. It's been a great contest. 5 albums that influenced you as a teenager. So many great albums that people have listed. It's really cool stuff. Also doing a series, a great band you need to listen to. I just did one on Gentle Giant today. I've done a lot of Canadian bands in there as well, just to get people interested in other music, maybe music that they are not aware of or haven't heard. But I had a lot of comments, like the one I did on April Wine. A lot of people know April Wine. They just don't know enough of them. So that's the whole purpose of that series, just to get people interested into new music, or newer music that they may not have heard. So have a lot of fun. My goal was to get 700 subs. I'm close to 800 now.
Wow.
So it's definitely super achieved what I wanted to do. I'm trying to catch up with Glenn now. I definitely my goal this year is to get over 1,000 subs, and that's what I'm working hard to do. So
I think
anyway, yeah. So Robert's on my turntable.
Well deserved, everyone.
And
Great
all of the
channels.
links are at the top of the live chat and in the description. So subscribe to them, please. Birds
Thank
versus
you.
later birds. I'm not really into the birds.
I love the birds.
I like the birds, but I'm more just early bird. I don't know what later birds means. Like country birds, I guess. Like Sweetheart of the Rodeo. Is that what they consider later birds?
Easy Rider is really good.
Yeah.
Dr. Bird and Mr. Hyde is a good one too.
Boston's great debut album.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
One of the best.
every album after that tried to sound just like
Trying
the
to
first
sound
album.
the same. Yeah. Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
the first album, you got everything, as far as I'm concerned.
My dad loves Blue Moves. That's one of his favorites. It's lesser known. I think what was the only hit on that was what Somebody Saved My Life Tonight. I think was on that.
Yeah, I've never really heard Blue Moves, to tell you the truth.
It's very orchestral. A lot of good music.
Oh, the band would win.
The band would win for me too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Thank you, Derek.
Larry will be turning 40.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I don't dye my hair.
It's hard to believe.
And he doesn't wear diapers.
Well,
Contrary to what
just at night,
people have
Glenn.
said.
Just the nighttime pull-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just a pad he puts underneath him on the mattress.
And then I wake up in the morning and I say, "What's that smell?"
just like Leonard Skinner.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we could do.
I really like the idea of the best intros and best closing tracks too.
Yeah.
Those could be two different videos.
Can you do the live chat on Sunday, Sam?
around 4?
Yeah.
I'm checking his schedule. How's that?
Yeah, it's like he's a big shot.
Yeah.
Let me check my schedule.
Let me check and make sure I'm not
Meanwhile,
doing
he
a video
doesn't
with
even
someone
have a
else.
schedule.
I want to say yes, but it's not a guarantee yet. But
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
I want to say
Well, maybe we'll do that on Sunday.
Yeah,
Try that.
sounds good.
Top
10
10
best-
opening tracks?
10 best opening tracks, one artist
Per
just one
track.
artist for all 10. And then the best closing tracks, just one artist.
One artist.
Yeah.
Oh, both. We're doing both closing and opening tracks on
Yeah.
the same thing.
So
Okay.
you could have the Who on best closing and best opening track.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But how many? So how many artists are we gonna do?
Just one. You can only
Just
pick- you
one.
Pick an
Robert,
artist.
this
you
is
can-
the rule.
just
Now
one.
Listen to me. There's 10 opening
Write it
tracks.
down and send it
You
to me.
choose 10 artists. For
Okay, 10.
There's
Okay.
10 closing tracks. You have to choose 10 different artists.
No wonder Home Depot's going to hell in a handcart. No wonder I can't find any nails at Home Depot. Jeez.
They're all bored.
There's people in the back watching the live streams on the break.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my lunch and break.
Yeah, can I get? I'm wandering at Home Depot in Belleville. Going, can I get help? Assistance? I'm trying to find a nail.
I'm trying to find my. I'm on my phone here.
They're all in the back on their thing, going, no, yeah, no.
Okay, I got it this time.
I've never actually heard. I've heard a little bit of that. Muscle Hillbilly.
I don't know that one.
But
Yeah, I
the
didn't
one
really
before
fam-
Lola
too
versus
familiar.
Power Man, I love.
I got to get that one. I haven't heard it for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick that up.
Those remasters are really good.
Yeah.
The 2-disc CD versions.
Well, wasn't that
We're
fun?
back.
Captain
That was fun.
Fantastic. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
it. There's how many people are watching today, Larry?
There's only 25, Glenn.
Wow. Wonder why. It's
I guess it's
a
during
Wednesday
the week.
afternoon. Yeah.
People
What
are
you gonna
working,
expect?
Glenn, unlike us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I was trying to get into Discogs to talk about my Spirit albums, but because it's on my phone, I can't take my phone off this and talk about it, but it won't open up for some reason. So I have to have it ready for Sunday.
Sorry seems to be the hardest word. That's the one from Blue Moves that I was thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
When's Elton? Is he touring? When are you going to see Elton John?
I'm seeing him in September, but I saw he was
Okay.
well, he just got over COVID, and then all of a sudden he had to make an emergency landing. Like his aircraft was like malfunctioning, and so Elton's been towing the line.
That's
That's
scary.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm supposed to see him, fingers crossed, in September at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, where the
Cool.
Panthers play.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. I've never been to an NFL stadium, so that'll be cool in itself.
Yeah, that will be awesome.
It'll be massive.
Yeah, I've never seen Elton. So
I saw him in 2015, and
Yeah.
it was killer. It was really good.
Billy Joel's playing here in a couple of weeks. I've never seen Billy Joel
I've
either.
never seen him either.
Yeah.
I think he's really comfortable hanging out in Madison Square Garden and not getting on the road
Yeah.
these days. I don't blame him.
Kinks versus the Who. That's an interesting one because, I kind of, when we did our band rankings, I had them pretty close.
Yeah.
Like,
I
kind of
love
just
the,
at the end.
I love the
top 10
'60s
for me.
Kinks songs.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
maybe early Kinks and
I like
against
that.
early
I like
Who.
the Who. I love songs like I Can See for Miles, like the early Who,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of Passion Play. That's my least favorite Jethro Tull album, and I know everybody loves it, but for some reason I can't get into it. And Thick as a Brick is kind of a classic proggy album, I guess.
Definitely.
Another one I don't have.
That's it.
You ruined it.
Imagine how I used to do these live chats, by myself sometimes, and I'd answer questions, and then the questions would stop, right? And I'm sitting here, it's like I got to perform for them.
Yeah.
I don't have anything here.
Let me entertain you. Let me make you
Got your top
smile.
hat on and your cane.
So
I can do
now
some old
when there's a
tricks
gap of
and-
silence, it's like I can blame you three because you're not talking.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I just got for the first time in the mail, I got Venus and Mars. I never owned that album.
Yeah.
And it's the Archives 2-disc.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd never heard the song Sally G until today.
Yeah. It's a
Oh,
country
really?
song.
And I love
Yeah.
it today. Bob Wills is on it, and
Yeah.
a lot of those country guys in Nashville. I thought that was just so interesting.
That's probably my second favorite McCartney album behind Ram.
Venus, I could see that. It's some. I love
Yeah.
Magneto and
Always
Titanium
loved it.
Man, and you gave me the
Yeah.
answer. I love the corny stuff too.
Yeah.
Just great.
I'm waiting for them to remaster London Town. It's one of my favorite.
That's next, right?
That's
London
the.
Town and Back to the Egg, aren't they
Yeah.
kind of together?
Those are
Yeah.
the rumors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that album all the time. I just never pick it up. I see it all at Greenbacks all the time. I should pick it up.
You see London Town a lot on vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to find. Yeah, it's not a bad album.
I've
Thank
never
you,
heard of it.
Danny. Glenn and I will be getting back to the CD exchange.
Yes, I'm
next
looking
day.
forward to that. I miss it. Oh, my two favorite Jethro Tull albums, Aqualung and Minstrel.
I've
Mhm.
never heard the whole Aqualung album.
Really?
No way.
I have.
Really? Wow.
That's crazy.
I've heard it once.
Oh, it's
Wow. It's a
top
fantastic
5 album of all
Yeah.
time for me.
Yeah. And the Stephen Wilson remix is amazing.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you think of the Arkells? Have you listened to them yet?
I haven't. No, today I focused on Zeppelin and the Who. And
Yeah.
I had a lot of. I was actually trying to do work, believe it or not. Today. So
I think you'll like them. I think you'll. They're not. I kind of chuckled when you said they were punk yesterday.
well, yeah, because the picture it looked like they were like like a power trio or something.
No.
It's almost power pop.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like
But-
that.
But the Campfire Chords is more acoustic. They've made their songs all acoustic.
It was their COVID album. It looked like.
Yeah. But great albums. I hope you'll like them. Hope you like
I'm
them.
sure. I mean, for everything that you're telling me, it's all right up my alley.
Yeah.
Martz, Relayer is the best Yes album. Who's with me? It could be. I've got a lot of favorite Yes albums, but it's right up there for me.
Probably be fourth on the list for me, but a good album. Can't argue with anybody who thinks it's their best.
Mm-hmm. It's Fragile is a wonderful album as well. Like there's so many.
Yeah.
So many.
Steven Wilson
is a genius. Yeah.
He's a pretty cool dude.
That's another. That would be another good one. Is 10 musical geniuses. Do a chat on that.
Well, Glenn, me, Larry.
Besides us.
Right.
I mean,
actually, Sam, sadly, Sam, I think it's just you and me would be out of the four.
Yeah, I'm out again.
Yeah, we've been left out several times already.
Yeah.
I love Red Rose Speedway. After it, for years I thought it wasn't a very good album, and then when it was finally remastered and I bought the box set, it's one of my favorites.
It is. I'm the same.
I like hearing McCullough and Denny Lane sing. I think it's neat.
I was told
Hi, Molly.
Weren't going to be answered. I did. I told Molly before the live chat, no questions because we're ranking the songs.
Ask us where we stand with.
But now we're ready for some questions.
Steely
right,
Dan.
Glenn?
Yeah, Molly, ask us about Steely Dan.
Yeah, just don't ask. What do you guys think of Steely Dan?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And where does the name Steely Dan come from, Glenn?
I think it was I don't know, something about a baseball bat or something. I don't know.
It looked like a baseball bat.
Yeah. Benefit's a great album.
Yeah.
Pretty heavy Jethro Tull album.
Mm-hmm.
It comes out Friday. I'm gonna go get it.
I would be very interested in hearing the new Tears for Fears album.
Steven Wilson is a big fan of Tears for Fears.
Yeah, I like Tears for Fears.
And I think at Target here in the States anyway, they're gonna have like 2 bonus tracks on their edition. So that's the one I'm gonna go get.
And when does that come out?
Friday.
Damn it, I'll be gone. I could have gone over to Target and bought it.
On the
unless they're open all night or something. Is Target one of those 24-hour guys?
No, I don't think so. But I think
there's one around the corner from my daughter's house. Maybe if they open at 7, I could run in and grab it.
Glenn, you have enough CDs to take home.
Yeah,
just order one to your daughter's house and pick it up next time you're here.
Yeah, but then I got to wait 2 months for it. We're coming back down again in May.
You'll be left out. We'll have a Tears for Fears stream.
Yeah.
Speaking of Steven Wilson, the podcast he has on Spotify for 1974. He talks about Sparks, Glenn, and he likes them. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
I
have
Hero and Heroin is the only album I've heard of theirs, and I liked them.
Never heard a Straub's album in my life.
Oh, you would like them, Glenn.
You like them. You'd like them, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one. I don't like the name.
It's short for Strawberry Fields Forever.
Yeah. I hate that song. I drank that last on Magical Mystery Tour.
How dare you?
So because you don't like the song, you don't like the name, you don't like the band.
Yeah, I won't buy. That's my thing. I won't buy.
So that's why you won't buy an Oingo Boingo CD.
Yeah, you'll find no Chumbawamba albums in my collection.
Good to know.
Oh, too funny.
This has been quite the party.
Sam, I don't know if you want to come up and join us, but Robert and Larry and I are going to get our ears pierced when I get back.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just one ear each.
Are y'all doing it?
I have to get Molly's permission first.
Okay.
And Robert has to get his mother's permission.
I have to get my mother's permission too.
Yeah.
I went through a phase where I thought, fairly recently, I thought I was going to do it to one ear, the earring, but
why did you think not? Why did you decide against it?
Because I don't have that kind of persona.
Yeah, but you know what? If you could do it, and then if you thought it was cool, you could keep it, and then let it grow out. It's not like you're stuck with it forever. It's not like a tattoo,
Yeah. I'm too weak.
I'm gonna do it. I want to do it. And I've been looking online trying to find a cool Grateful Dead earring or something, or some kind of music thing. And you can buy music notes and.
Hey, Molly wants to pierce them.
Molly
Yeah,
wants to
yeah.
pierce
Molly
it.
wants to do it.
Now,
With
now
like
Robert's
Yeah.
in.
I'm in.
Yeah. She asked. What scared me is I saw her talking to Robert and say, "Can you get me a hammer and a finishing nail? I'm going to pierce their
And the
ears."
coolest thing of her doing it is she doesn't even sterilize anything.
No, I know.
No.
Yeah,
She uses a nail gun, an actual nail gun.
I am not letting someone torture me. So it's got to be quick, Molly. I don't know how fast you can pierce an ear, but it's not like a drill or
bite
something.
on a wooden plank. Like,
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I got to bite.
She's
on
gonna
down
put a
on-
lighter under a nail and beat it up.
Can you imagine? Well, I know people who did that. They put an ice cube on each side of their
yeah, for numbing,
thing and they numb it and then they do it, right? Oh,
like teenagers in their basement.
yeah.
Glenn, this comment is for you. You ready?
Yeah, Caravan. Oh man, I love that band. Just obsessed.
Another band I've got to get into. I've got to listen to them. Yeah.
I think Sam, you would like them. Very
Really?
whimsical. Yeah, not all their albums. Some of them branch out into like a jazzy kind of a thing, but the first couple albums are really, really cool. Explain sterilizing lethal injection needles.
That's Molly's job.
Yeah,
I hope she knows what she's doing.
that would be a fun video. Next time Molly's down, we'll just get her to do it and we'll film
Yeah.
it. Us screaming for 5 minutes.
Screaming and crying
We can hold
afterwards.
hands, Glenn.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll let Molly do your first, Larry, and if
Yeah.
it's not too bad, I'll do it too.
If there's blood everywhere, you might know.
I don't know. Does an earlobe bleed? That's a good question. Does anyone know?
I don't know.
A smidge, I think. I think it does a little bit.
The Ventures.
You can test it.
Yeah, I could.
You could. I'm sure your daughter has needles, like sewing needles or something.
I'm
So
not doing
Lynn
that.
is-
I'm not testing it.
So Lynn is okay with you getting it pierced?
No, she was, and then she said, "Let's discuss it." So I haven't got the final okay yet, but
Might be a long drive home.
I think she would be fine. I don't think she wouldn't stand in my way if I said, "Yeah, I got to do it."
You should do it at the mall near me so I can come watch on your way home
Yeah.
with all the 12-year-old girls.
I'm trying to find it cheap enough. It's not that
How
cheap.
much is it?
Well, the one place I went to here, Claire's in the States,
Yeah.
they wanted it was free piercing, but they wanted $70 for a stud.
Oh, if the stud gets you. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid. I want to do it for like 30.
Bring your own stud.
Lynn's Cook.
Lynn can help.
Oh, Lynn can help. Yeah, I'm sure she'd like to do that, actually.
She can hold you down.
And you know what?
Yeah.
We could have a few drinks before Molly pierces her ears.
Yeah,
You would need to.
I don't drink. So,
No.
you know, it's funny being off, like on the wagon now since August and just having a drink every once in a while. I thought, oh, I'll just have a drink on special occasions. We went out the other night for dinner, had a wonderful dinner. I had a glass of wine. I did not enjoy it. It's almost like I'm done.
Wow. Good for you.
It's crazy.
Good for you.
Well, not really. I didn't have an alcohol problem, but it was
Now
just for a
imagine,
weight.
Glenn,
It was for a weight issue more than
Your next thing to do is to stop taking acid.
Yeah, well, I can't do that, Larry. I just
How
can't
much
say
is
no.
that at Claire's?
Yeah, I can't say.
I don't
no.
even know if there's still a Claire's in Belleville anymore.
I think there is at the mall.
Is there?
Yeah, Quinty Mall.
Well, if Molly's going to do it, I'll do it for sure. Oh, my inner voice
Well,
just
you
came
can
out.
go-
Jesus.
You can go first, Robert. then.
Okay.
I'm going to be there, Robert. I'm just
I
letting
know.
you know. Okay.
I'm going to bring some CDs over, and you and Glenn can go. I'm just kidding.
The monkeys with a question
Sorta.
mark,
We all love the monkey.
They exist. Yeah,
Yeah.
they exist.
and should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
So I think we're.
Are you going to see Mickey or on his tour, Sam?
No, he's not coming near. It's a brief. I think he might be coming about 6 or 7 hours away. He's nowhere near me.
I think he's going to expand that though. Once he sees that it's popular and people are going.
It's the same band. It's the Monkeys band.
Yeah. I can see him doing it.
That's all he's going to do. And I mean, until he's finished, singing, he'll just
Yeah.
sing monkey songs, which is cool.
Do you think they're going to open it back up in Ontario, so we'll have some concerts to go to and stuff? Like, do you think? I mean, they are announcing them. I don't know what's capacity like now. Isn't it 50% or something?
Well, I'm going to
Still?
see Sparks in April. It's
I
full
think that
capacity.
I
But I
think
thought
it's open
indoor
further than that though.
stuff. I thought it wasn't at 50. Like the Leafs and that the hockey teams and that can only have 50% capacity. So
I think they've opened it up more.
have they?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
it's still just the mask thing. But a lot of cool concerts coming to Blackie and the Rodeo Kings are coming to the Empire.
Fantastic show. One of my favorite bands.
And Tom Cochran is coming to the Empire. The Zombies.
The Zombies. Yeah.
Oh, they always come to like the DC area, which is about 3 hours from me, and it's not worth. I saw them once, and it was one of the best shows I ever saw.
Yeah.
The Rod and Colin version of the Zombies, but I just bought tickets to see the Wallflowers are coming to the park in
Nice.
the town near me, and it's just an outdoor, 1,500 venue. I've never seen them, and
Nice.
I love Jacob Dylan. I love the new album.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It is good. I want to get that one too.
It was like $30.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
The Empire is a nice little theater, and then in the summertime they have outdoor concerts sometimes,
Yep.
depending on the band.
Yep.
But,
Danny, can I answer this question? Because being in Florida and when I'm in Canada and I'm listening to the news and you'll be scared and don't go down there. Oh, that's a hellhole down there. I have never had 1 second where I felt unsafe. I've been going to these TV tapings for to watch my daughter and son-in-law at the wrestling shows, and there's like 300 or 400 people there. It is like just fine. I would now have no problem going to a concert.
I think we might have to wear masks
Yeah.
for the concert in April, but
yeah, it's.
I love the Zombies.
I think in a work environment, I'm still going to wear a mask, but outside of work, probably not. I'm not sure. It all depends on the situation, but
I think it does depend on the situation. If I'm walking if I happen to walk in a store and there's like 4,000 people in it, I'm going to put a mask on.
Oh yeah, for
If
sure.
I walk in the store and there's only 2 other people in it, I'm not going to wear one if I don't have to.
No.
Yeah.
No. I think the worst of it is, I think you can still catch it, but it's more of a flu or cold now than it was before, where you would hospitalized and on your deathbed type of thing. But
Well, it's never going to go away. We're going to have to live with it, right? So you just
Kind of
get
like
your
Keith Richards.
vaccinations and do what you need to do to stay safe, and you should be fine.
yeah,
yeah, that's fine, Danny.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
It was a good question because there is a comfort level for sure for everyone.
I think
even down here, like I'm not saying no one's wearing a mask. There's a lot of people wearing masks, and a lot of people. It's not like you think when just no one cares about it. There's a lot of concern. Like people still protect themselves and respectful. I'm not finding it. I love the way they're handling it. Actually,
I was saying that COVID's like Keith Richards. It'll never die, but it'll always be with us.
yeah.
Not as strong as it used to be.
Oh, that's going to be a sad day when that happens. But
What Sam just mentioned something like the Wallflowers. You paid $30 for the CD or the seat
For the it's like it's a general admission, so it's you.
Oh,
stand,
okay.
You can stand. I mean, it's
Oh,
an
that's
outdoor
a pretty
park.
good price for a concert. But I was just wondering, the price of CDs and stuff is going weird. Like that Jethro Tull Zealot game is, like the album is ridiculous price. And the
How much
CD
did I spend?
is like, isn't the CD like 25 or $30?
it was $20
Oh, for that one.
on Amazon.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is it 2 discs?
No.
Oh, that's too much.
I feel like the prices are creeping up
an
a little
average.
bit.
That's an average CD price here, though.
Really? Here they're about. I mean, a brand new CD, you're looking at 12,
No.
13.
No.
Although
And
go on.
And then records, of course, records are going to be about 30 for a new record.
Yeah, records are no different priced in the States than they are in Canada, and then we have an exchange. So it's like it's no point in me buying new records down here.
I think the Neil Young was 25. The Marillion, because they're a little older, they were about the $15 mark. You can get them for 2 for 22 or 2 for 20 or whatever that deal is that Sunrise and Sam's has on. but they were older CDs. But they've all been remastered by Steven Wilson and all those other guys. But most CDs, most brand new CDs are $20-$25 here.
$20, yeah.
Yeah.
Traffic, Glenn? You into
I
that?
like Traffic, yeah. Especially the early albums.
Yeah, you're in Orlando, so I'm sure you love it.
Orlando's traffic nightmare. There's a lot of traffic in Orlando.
Thank you.
It's a really spread out city, but it seems like it takes, like when you look up a Google map something, it says 6 miles. Average time to get there, 33 minutes.
Wow.
I can walk 6 miles in 33 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, what was Traffic? I got to meet Dave Mason a few years ago.
Oh, yeah?
I saw him in a very small venue here. It was when I was working at this venue. But I actually won these tickets for free on the radio, and he was doing just Traffic songs. And then he did Feeling All Right, and then he did, We Just Disagree, but most of it was Traffic. And at the end, he was you couldn't take a picture with him, but he sat at a table, and if you bought merch, you could go and he would sign it.
Oh, cool.
So it was a concert. It was essentially like the concert set list that he had recorded live. And it was a CD, and he signed it. And I told him, I said, I'm probably, after this concert, I'm probably your newest fan because I didn't know your stuff. And he's like, hey, that's great. Spread the word to the young people. So
nice.
Cool. I got to shake his hand, and he was so cool. He had a towel wrapped around because he was sweating.
Yeah.
But
great
it was
musician.
Probably the shortest show I've ever been to. I mean, it was probably it might have been 70 minutes.
Wow.
And no opener.
Yeah, did you say, oh, by the way, Dave, I don't like the White Album either, as you're shaking?
I did, yeah. I said, up yours for playing with McCartney.
I've got Let It Flow. That's a great album, actually. It's a good Dave Mason. I've got a few of his stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, 50s music. I think we all like Elvis Presley.
Little Richard, Chuck Berry,
Richard, Jerry Lee Lewis.
All those Sun Records, and good stuff.
Everly Brothers, Sam Cooke.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that stuff.
So I think that's about it.
Yeah,
we've been on for an hour and 32 minutes.
I know. I'm tired, Glenn.
Yeah, your shoulder bothering you again?
Yes, it always bothers me. Well.
This was fun.
Yeah.
It was
fun.
It was.
Yeah.
So make sure you subscribe to Robert's On My Turntable, Sam St. John, and Glenn Kellaway from the Basement. The links are in the chat and in the description.
I hate doing this, man. Everything's
I'm all ass backwards. There we go. There's Sam. There's Glenn. And there's
over there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to give you the finger, Larry.
That way.
That's fine.
No, that way.
We might do a video chat on Sunday.
I'm leaning to my left.
You're pointing that way. It's
up there.
Yeah.
So 10 artists, right, Larry?
Okay, Robert, I'll explain it one more time. Write it down.
You can only pick an artist once for each category. So the Who, you could use the last song and first song on both lists, but you can't pick them on twice on each list.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what is going to be difficult is the Beatles, because they have a few pretty good opening and closing tracks.
I might not have any Beatle albums. I think there might be a lot of albums that I think the tracks are stronger.
This is going to be a hard one.
Albums. I already could name.
I got to listen to every album that I have now. Like that's 1,600 albums I got to listen to now to get to pick. Yeah. By Sunday too. That's a big. But anyway, I'll have a great time.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Okay.
I always have a good time.
So thanks everybody. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you,
Thank you, guys. We'll see you back in Canada next time we do this.
Yes. Safe drive. Safe drive.
Yeah. Peace out, everyone.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.